This is part 2 of Incident 0961 Alpha. Log number 5, audio transcript between MTF Tau 1 and modified EG-3 Sentry AWACS, call sign Big Brother.
Big Brother, this is MTF Tau 1. Osprey's airborne, speed at... Requesting target vector, over.
MTF Tau 1, this is Big Brother. Systems online, altitude stable. Deploying scramble to all visual feeds. Cameras operational. We have eyes on. Stand by.
Copy. Confirm target's outbound vector, over.
Big Brother to MTF Tau 1, target is westbound. Stand by. Confirming. Target is on I-40. Semi-truck overturned. Vector holding at degrees. Nearest population center approximately kilometers ahead. Break. Multiple civilian vehicles impacted. Recommend Echo Romeo initiate immediate traffic control. How copy?
Negative, Big Brother. ER reports target is outpacing their air assets. Unable to get ahead. Stand by for alternate strategy, over.
Understood, Tau 1. If ER can't intercept, they need to divert civilian traffic immediately. Unknown, how many have made visual contact? Over.
Big Brother, this is Echo Romeo Actual. We are losing visual on the target. It's moving nuts. We're maxing out airspeed and still falling behind. Request orders, over.
Big Brother to Echo Romeo Actual. Confirm ability to deploy ground assets ahead of the target. Can you get units to an I-40 choke point? Over.
Negative, Big Brother. Target speed is too high. Even if we reroute ground teams, they won't make it in time. Traffic control is our best bet. Over.
Tau 1 to Echo Romeo Actual. Redirect focus to the civilian evacuation. If you can't overtake the target, minimize casualties. We're maintaining pursuit. Over.
Copy, Tau 1. We're rerouting. Be advised, we've got multiple civilian distress calls coming in. Motorists are reporting an unidentified hostile. Over.
Noted ER. Prioritize vehicles ahead of the target's path. Civilian exposure is a containment risk. Full lockdown of I-40 is now a priority. How copy?
Solid copy, Big Brother. We're attempting lockdown now. Over.
MTF T1's helm cam footage captures aerial visuals of SCP-96's path. Multiple wrecked vehicles are visible. Target remains in motion, undeterred.
Tau 1 to Big Brother. We're still tracking. Confirm MTF Tau 1 strike package authorization. Over.
Stand by. Overwatch is reviewing contingency options. Orders inbound. Hold pursuit pattern and prepare for engagement. Over.
Copy, standing by. Maintaining Overwatch on target. Out.
Log number 6, helm cam footage from Element 4 of MTF Tau 1, in the town of...
Most of the townspeople are gathered in the square, all blindfolded. Helicopters sweep the town. Indistinct orders are heard over loudspeakers from both the helicopters and ground personnel.
The target is entering proximity zone. All units activate scramble gear and begin crowd control procedures. All civilians are not to move from their spot or remove their blindfolds. If you move or touch your blindfold, you will be shot. I repeat, all civilians are...
Approximately 2 kilometers away, SCP-096 is seen to be coming over the crest of the hills. It tries to slow down on the descent but trips and tumbles down at high speed, crashing through several houses before regaining its footing almost without delay.
Civilians are not to move. You will be shot. I repeat, you will be shot. Damn it! Open fire!
Several shots are heard, none of which are directed at SCP-096. SCP-096 stops for 1 second before running into the crowd of townsfolk, throwing many aside and trampling more. More shots are heard as the crowd begins dispersing, the loudspeakers unintelligible under the vocalizations of SCP-096. SCP-096 locates SCP-096-1, a middle-aged man, and the camera views SCP-096 grabbing him before it is hit by a fleeing townsperson and is dislocated from the helmet.
Log number 7, video interview log 0961 Charlie.
I was looking through SCP-96-1's house with my squad. Poor bastard was a semi-pro mountaineer. Took a trip to... Apparently he took a snapshot of the landscape and just happened to catch SCP-96 in the background. 4 pixels.
Wilford holds up 4 fingers for emphasis.
4 fucking pixels! I doubt the guy even knew what he saw. He was probably just looking at the picture one day, noticed an off-color patch of snow, and went on with his day.
How did you find it?
Our scramble gear picked it up right away. The lieutenant got the picture and took it down to the chopper before I ever got to see it. By then, the damn monster had taken down Big Brother, and it had peeled open the Major's striker. All hell was breaking loose.
So the scramble gear was ineffective?
Ineffective? The goddamn scramble were pieces of shit. That killed the whole damn task force. You know only 3 people are alive besides me, all because some retard egghead thought of a state-of-the-art countermeasure to SCP-096's hostile reaction. Those bloody idiots could have just put a bag over the target's head and be done with it, but no, we had to use state-of-the-fucking-art scramble.
Picture secured by MTF Tau 1, SCP-096 circled in yellow, blocked out.
What did that fucker call me? I'll show that goddamn son of a bitch what an egghead is after I bash him.
Do we need to administer a sedative, Doctor?
No, I apologize. Scramble was really an ingenious idea. However, it was a failure because we did not fully know how SCP-96 worked. You see, as the chip inside Scramble picked up SCP-096's facial features and began scrambling them, there was a split second of uninterrupted light flow to the retina. Computers are fast, but not as fast as light. So, there was a split-second image of SCP-96's direct face sent to the brain. It wasn't even consciously received, but apparently, it was enough to trigger the hostile reaction in SCP-96.
So, with this report of the photograph?
That's the most disturbing part of this whole incident. You know when the former SCP-096-1 went on his mountain trip? 1990. That's years of that photo hanging there before he saw SCP-96. Since the brain doesn't need to be aware that it is viewing SCP-96's face to trigger the reaction, there can be ticking time bombs hidden literally anywhere in the world. How many photographs are out there containing SCP-96 just going unnoticed, waiting for a careful eye? As I said before, I want this thing terminated. Now.
Log number 8, video interview log 0961 Delta.
I got the bag over its head.
Yes, you've told me that. Could you tell me exactly what transpired?
It was done with all its... He was sitting there in the highway. Just got done ripping open a minivan.
And?
Wes landed the chopper. I got out and bagged it. I put the bag over its head. It got calm and they took it.
So, the victims in the minivan were the last to have viewed SCP-96's face?
Interviewee remained silent for the remainder of the interview and was released. He was later found in his bunkroom, having committed suicide via hanging with a makeshift rope. A half-crushed pacifier was found in his fist.
Video log 0961 Delta, confiscated tape from news broadcast CNN.
The plane, which seems to be military in origin, has no outward markings designating it as a part of the U.S. military. While first responders look for a black box recording, it is thought by police that the plane crashed due to a massive cabin breach in both the cockpit and fuselage. Paramedics have only found 3 bodies, which is odd for a plane apparently requiring a crew of around 20 men. Police have suggested—
Shut off the camera! Shut off the motherfucker!
The reporter is cut off as 3 super stallions are shown hovering overhead, 2 of which land and begin unloading troops belonging to MTF Epsilon.
Log number 10, continued interview of Dr. Alexei.
So are we finished here?
One last question, Doctor, or statement as it seems. We find it interesting that there was no break room at research site or coffee. We think it would be best if you begin talking.
Remainder of video interview log 0961 Alpha redacted. Access to this document has been restricted under direct authorization of the O5 Council. Unauthorized viewing, distribution, or discussion of the redacted content is strictly prohibited.
Log number 11, audio recording, O5 hearing.
Upon reviewing your testimony and available footage, and the confession of the late Dr. Alexei, it is the unanimous agreement of the O5 that you are to be terminated for your part in the gross breach of SCP-96.
And I thought you would know the meaning of "for the greater good."
Do not try my patience, Doctor. Given the incident's scope and potential, the O5 have approved your request for the termination of SCP-96. Given the lack of personnel with understanding of SCP-96, the termination will be entrusted to you, under heavy guard and the personal supervision of me. Your own termination will be scheduled at a later date.